deferred. Wesleyan deferred.
So you said Wesleyan deferred. Ferrum receives.
Ferrum will receive. I'm assuming they didn't say, but if they don't, they might as well go to the locker room. Yeah, but I don't. Okay, getting ready to get started here. We saw the Wesleyan team deferring. That means the Ferrum Panther team will get the ball first, have an opportunity to put that offense out there on the field, just like you talked, Josh, trying to get the see if they can find that running game that we know is in that bunch of young men out there that just have to be developed.
That's right. They're gonna have to find the run game today, and today may be the one to do it here against NC Wesleyan. They, as we mentioned, they were picked towards the bottom of their conference, finished 3-7 last year, and should be a good matchup here today in Ferrum. Good opportunity here at home to really set the tone for the next few weeks, and they're going to want to find the ability to run the football. You can't just live through the air.
Absolutely. Braxton Hughes got a good strong arm. We were noticing him in warm up, and was able to pull out right at a little over 200 yards last week of offense. And if they could find the ground game to get a little bit that much or a little bit more, stabilize this offense, could be a really interesting game.
That's right.
Today. Panthers send out number 20, Trevonte McGahee. Back deep. Along with Jalen Lee back there as well. Both of them can scoot. McGahee finding an opening. Working around the outside, finally gets brought out just over the 30-yard line.
Eventually brought down by Donovan Smith there, but man, he found a little bit of room and got going, made a move here or there. And
you see it on the replay. You see him just slipping by. Wasn't too many left to.
No, that's right. One more juke jive or broke tackle, and he'd been off to the races.
Hughes in the backfield. Jalen Lee flanking him. Lee finding the outside. He's got motors. Gets down there about a 7-yard gain on his first play from scrimmage.
Yes.
We've seen that on lots of Friday nights here in Franklin County.
That is a common scene here in the last 4 years in Franklin County. So if they can get that young man going early, it'd be great.
Hughes back to pass, finds his receiver out there. That's
E.J. Bratcher all the way for the touchdown.
down the line, just tight-roping it all the way down for a touchdown. Panthers, first to break the ice.
We do have a little laundry down here on the field. I
It's
think
a
we had
sideline
some
warning.
folks celebrating.
Yeah, and then they should. That was a big play early in this ball game.
Yeah, second play of the game, and it is already a touchdown. Sideline warning it is.
Really proud of that PA system, aren't they?
had the PA dialed up well, but hey, we get to hear what the referee's saying tonight. Got Seth Deaton out there, junior from Stanton River.
Well, Deaton with a good, accurate, long leg.
Hughes is the holder.
Into attempt to PAT. Hughes down, Deaton up, and it's good. Panthers lead early, 7-0. You're watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney.
Do you have an echo in your?
Protect your rights.
It's like
the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results. Powering your home.
Okay, Deaton out there getting ready to kick off to the battling Bishops. Got that swing going on the kickoff team. Ooh, hard hit met there inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, met quickly. Hard to read the number the way he's got his uniform pulled up, but looks like number 32.
Anthony Bird was the ball carrier.
Joshua Alston from Ferrum. Deaton had 2 touchbacks last week. That one landed right on the 10-yard line. Great coverage there by the kickoff team.
Freshman, 6'3", 230, Leo Cardelli. Handed off to Bird. Bird getting stopped at defense, really rallying over there.
Hunter Callahan there to finish the tackle off only after a 2-yard gain. So got Black Hats flying to the football early.
Good pursuit down the line there for the Panthers.
Jamal Ash was the player with the initial contact, slowed him down enough to allow his defensive line to get over there and finish the tackle off.
Cardelli takes a snap, hands off to Bird. Bird getting a little more straight up the middle and diving, and they're going to give him that spot for a first down. Looks like, and they're moving the chains.
That young man just kept driving those legs. You see him reach out, go ahead and reach for the first down, and gave it all he had there for, they're going to move the chains. We'll see a new set of markers.
That's right, American National Bank, first down. Cardelli calling the signals. Bird again. Stretching it out. This defense really pursuing. And
Jaron Sellers read that the entire way. You could see him. He caught the pitch out of the corner of his eye and pursued down, and they're flying to the football right now, Mike.
Absolutely. The swarming defense of the Panthers.
Yeah, the combination there between Jaron Sellers and Jamal Ash, they were able to keep them for no gain there. They're back to the original line of scrimmage.
Cardelli calling the signals.
Hunter Canaday and Cameron Ross and 3 or 4 others out there jumping in on that. They do get a gain of, looks like to be 3, but that's 3rd and throwing distance.
Yeah, Carmelo Bess, the freshman, in on that carry. 3rd down and 7.
You look at Wesleyan's roster, you see a lot of freshmen and sophomore out there. Could bode for a long night.
Cardelli finding the receiver out here in the flats. That's Bess. Freshman to freshman.
Yeah, Marquise Adams, he went ahead and got the stop in, and that goes 4th and 4, and punt team's going to have to be out on the field. So we'll get our first look here of the Panthers.
McGahee's back deep for the Panthers. Almost broke that kickoff out. High kick. McGahee takes it on the 20-yard line. Nowhere to go. Good coverage there by the Battling Bishops. Everybody staying home.
Looked like the Panthers had a return right on. We saw a whole lot of Black Hats lined up on the right side of the field, and he missed out on that one.
Yeah.
Had a wall set up over there for him.
Sort of hard to go against that flow.
It is, it is.
Braxton Hughes calling the signals. Jalen Lee also in the backfield. Hughes out in the flats, trying that same play. Downer getting down close to a first down.
Brought down by Bryson Landrum eventually, but like you said, close to a first down, 2nd and 2. Might as well throw the ball again right here. This is that territory where you could go ahead and run it for the first, but wouldn't fault the man for looking to the air right here.
Hughes calling the signals. Jalen Lee working his way out. Will be enough for the first down.
Yeah, Donovan Smith was in there from the safety position. You see those safeties start coming forward. It's when you start looking over the top. So number 7 there, he was in on the tackle, but it's one of those things the coaches are looking for. What is the DBs doing? What are the safeties doing if they're coming up in run defense, and maybe we can get over top.
Huge. Maddie Law Firm first down, giving it off. Jalen Lee, that's strong running there by the freshman. Another first down. Door Custom Embroidery first down.
Yeah, he squared those shoulder pads up and eventually had to get all the way into the secondary where Andrew Brown brought him to the ground, but moves the chains again.
Absolutely. Moving on down the field. Hughes looking over the defensive alignment. Hands off to Lee. Lee getting about 6 on that carry. It sure does take the pressure off of quarterbacks back there when you've got a back that they can hand off to and get 6 yards.
Yeah, the more of that you can do, then the quarterback is going to be licking his chops, looking over the top here pretty soon.
That's right.
And last week, young man showed he had some legs there at the QB position, so you never know what the coaching staff may have up their
Noel
sleeves.
Campbell in the backfield for the Panthers.
Going to have a false start here.
A little bit of confusion there.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 45, 5 yards, 2nd down.
It'll take it back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
When you've got a little bit of momentum, those are the things you don't want to see, but they'll bounce back right here, I'm sure.
Puts a damper on a drive. There's a keeper up the middle. Hughes picking up 8.
Yeah, he really piled in there, and Chase Salter was able to eventually bring him down after a gain of 8, but Braxton's running the football like a running back there.
That's right.
It's a load to bring to the ground.
3rd down and 2. Hughes calling the signals. Back to pass. Oh, offense had to turn into a defender there and could not break it out. That'll be a.
As a quarterback, though, the defense jumped. You saw the flag come out. You got a free play. So you look downfield. If you score the touchdown, great. Otherwise, you still got the football because you do have a 5-yard penalty there on the defense.
Was an interception and a touchback. We have all sides on the defense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, so good awareness there by Braxton that he had the penalty. He had the free play. You might as well look for the touchdown right there. If you don't get it, that's fine. You got a first down.
First and 10. That's Angie McGee, Franklin County home team, first down. Hughes surveying the defense. Fakes to Lee. Oh.
Right through his hands. Savante McKeithen had that covered, but did hit him square in the hands, and looked like a little RPO action. The quarterback was taking a read on the defense and didn't have his run game, so looked downfield, and it was there.
Downer got up high and actually hit him right in the chest.
Yeah.
Second down and 10. Hughes calling the signals. Lee right behind him, and it's handoff to Lee, looking for a hole. Good defensive pursuit down the line.
Jeremiah Young was able to help finish that one off. Had a couple other hats there on the football. Only got a gain of 1, but you're in 2-down territory right here. This is a little out of the reach of Deaton, the kicker, but the closer you get to that 30, 35-yard line,
becomes a factor.
He becomes a factor.
Hughes calling the signals. Back to pass, screen pass. Had that one set up well. Just couldn't connect with his receiver downfield.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what he does here. This would be a long field goal for Deaton. Would be beyond his career high of 45 yards here at Ferrum. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Yeah, that would be over 50-yard attempt.
Now, you've already had the defense jump off once. Do you see a hard count here? Maybe get them to jump again, get another 5?
It's worth a try, but going to be a quick kick.
Hughes is listed as the punter.
Wesleyan will take the possession on the 21-yard line. First and 10. Good defensive stand there by the battling Bishops. This Panther defense has looked strong today.
Yeah, they've looked really good here at the start of the game. And it helps when you keep them fresh.
Absolutely. Hand off up the middle. He's still going.
I'd hate to pick one black hat because there were 4 or 5 over there. But yeah, a lot of them flying. Jamal Lash is one. He is flying all over the field right now. You see Tacoma Kid coming off.
Anthony Bird getting about 8 on that one. Second down and 2.
Young man runs the ball hard.
He does. Waddell calling the signals. Handoff up the middle. Enough for a first down and moving the chains. Bird getting enough for the first down yardage. It's American National Bank first down.
Zion Wilson was in on that, and defensive line was very active. Unfortunately gave up the first down, but we've seen those guys really hustling here.
Cordell taking the snap, handing that one off to Bess. No gain.
Will Hairston doing a great job fighting off of a double team block and comes up with that big tackle right there for no gain. Will, local kid here to Franklin County. Name we've been saying for years on Cable 12.
I tell you, he's a handful on that defensive line.
He's one that's going to be taking on double teams all night up front, and he's going to have to fight that off. Did a great job right there, but the other thing that does, if they got 2 on him, that's 1 less on somebody else.
That's right. Another Franklin County guy in on that tackle with Hunter Kennedy. Pass out to Bell. Bess smothered quickly. Loss of about 4.
To say he had a beat on that one is an understatement. Cameron Ross did a great job. You'll see right here. He reads it. Boom.
I tell you, when you get hit a lot of times like that, you start listening for those footsteps.
That's when the ball starts getting dropped or picked off, or you take a few more of those, and hey, if Ferrum keeps pouring it on right here, it's only going to bode well for the Panthers.
Cordell handing off to Bess. Bess, nothing doing.
Quickly.
On the right side of that defensive line, doing the job.
Jay Sean Mabry Lyles comes up clapping for a reason. They had that the entire way. Panthers defense really stepped up here in the first quarter. We have 4 minutes left to go in the first, and they're going to get the ball back. Now, did have a pretty big punt there on from Wesleyan on their first drive, so playing the field.
4th and 14, got McGahee back, and it's not going to get anywhere next to him. It
did hit a Wesleyan
player. I wonder if they're going to give him a spot back there.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yes, they are.
Had a bad snap and couldn't turn it into anything good. It's going to bode well for the Ferrum Panthers here as they take over around midfield.
A gain of about 5 on that little mishap out there.
Take whatever you can.
That's right. Panthers bringing in the offense.
We've seen a heavy dose of Lee so far. He's had 5 rushes for 30 yards. Hughes through the air, 69 yards and a touchdown.
This is number 2 for the Panthers.
Yeah, Carr in the game at quarterback.
Quarterback keeper by number 2, Nathan Carr. He'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6.
Hughes is on the sideline, not being attended to by an athletic trainer, so just seems to be a little change of pace here, Mike.
Giving them a few snaps.
Panthers into North Carolina Wesleyan territory with the ball on the 49-yard line. Nathan Carr at quarterback.
Carr calling the signals for the Panthers. He's keeping it. Going to be enough for a first down. And then some.
Yeah, Cooper coming in there at the end trying to strip the football, but well after the first down. And seeing Carr use the legs here. We see Hughes on the sideline, Carr in the game at quarterback. Hughes had a good first quarter, so just a strategy game they're playing here.
38-yard line.
Carr holding on to that one. He pulled it back out, trying to get a little bit of yardage. Not able to.
At least got back to the original line of scrimmage there. He was down for 3 or 4 yard loss in the backfield. Carr did go ahead and keep the football, which was a good idea, and got back up to the line of scrimmage. Going to be 2nd and 10, but better than 2nd and 14.
Jalen Lee back in the game behind Carr. 2nd down and 10, Panthers.
So we're going to have a false start here.
Back them up 5.
Looked like Marquise Woodruff got a little excited there on the other side of the field.
2nd down.
Appeared to be a run play. He was headed to get that safety quickly. Like the enthusiasm, but kills the momentum.
Carr calling the signals for the Panthers. Back is will quarterback draw.
Got a flag back here. Umpire tosses that. More than likely, that means that's going to be a holding call.
It's in that territory. And we see the Panthers backing up, so that is a reasonable call.
Holding offense.
And that is holding against the Panthers.
That's what you don't want to see here. Two back-to-back losses. 2nd in a big, long field. It's going to bring up 2nd and
25-ish.
Got a minute to go in the first quarter. That is not the way Coach wanted to end the first quarter here, but does have a couple sets of downs that he could play with.
Carr back to pass. He's going to keep it, pull it down and run it. Gets a couple of yards.
Jaden Denmark met him a little at half field there and brought him to the ground.
Be 3rd and 20.
Carr still in the game at quarterback. Jalen Lee is back in.
Carr taking the snap. He's back to pass. Got a man open over the middle. Decides to pull it down and run it himself. Gets another couple of 3 yards. Going to be a 4th and 12. Maybe 13.
That's going to bring the end of the first quarter. Mike, Panthers 7. North Carolina Wesleyan has not got much going so far here, but it's been a good first quarter for the Panthers.
Right, you're watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.
Powering your right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Deaton back to punt for the Panthers. High booming kick. Just out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Let's see where the spot will be.
Great punt by Deaton. It's going to pin them deep in their own territory, and if you're the Panthers here, you've got to pounce and make sure these guys are staying back there. You're playing the field position game at this point, and if you can keep them pinned deep, that only bodes well for your offense. Coach Adams is definitely sitting there talking to the offense, hey, guys, we've got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot. Those penalties are hurting. It's killed 2 drives here.
Cordelli back. Cordelli back. Hands that one off to Bess. Bess not getting anything. That defensive line closing in on him in the middle.
Canada and Ash in on the tackle there, and quite a few other of their friends. And Black Cats are flying to the football, but had a gain of 4.
Cardelli and Bess in the backfield. Cardelli back to pass and passing it to Bess. Bess out of bounds at about the 18-yard line.
Jamal Ash there again. We've said his name quite a few times here already this evening. All the way from the other side of the field.
Yeah, it'll be about 3rd and 6. Spread offense here. Cordelli back to pass, finds his receiver.
Brought down by Hunter Canaday. It's going to be Canaday's first solo of today, but he's got 4 assists, so 5 total tackles.
And cuts it short there, keeping the Battling Bishops from getting a first down. Be 4th and about 2. We'll bring in the punt team.
Yeah, the last punt we saw for Wesleyan, the snap bounced and got a poor punt off. If that happens again, the Panthers will be licking their chops.
Got a whistle, got a procedure.
Prior to the snap, false start.
False start, Battling Bishops. Big penalty there.
Yeah, big penalty. It gets him punting from around the end zone, and you never want to be there as a punter. One wrong move, and you're either a safety or worse, a touchdown. So everything's going to have to be perfect here for Wesleyan to get this punt off. The snap right there was low, so if you're bringing the heat right here, maybe a good time.
Wesleyan high booming kick. Fair catch, McGahee on the 40-yard line. Panthers will be taking over near midfield. Got an injured Bishop out there. Maybe cramp. You know, it's pretty humid out there. And while they attend to him, we'll take a break. You're watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch, Connor Bowman, and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
The Bishop's player walked off on his own accord.
Yeah, it looked like 85 Brazil Abram there, and did walk off with a looked like athletic trainer and coach by his side, but didn't have to be carried off. And got Hughes back at quarterback.
He's keeping it. Gets met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. Actually, probably they're going to give him a line of scrimmage. So.
Yeah, Andrew Brown met him quickly. Brown has been flying in all evening from that linebacker position, doing a great job over there for Wesleyan. Actually, excuse me, it looks like it was Cooper. They've got a 20 and a 30 playing backer tonight, so we're
sort of hard to see those numbers when that shirt gets bent up.
Hughes
back to pass, pulls it down, going to try to make it on his own. And that was number 30, made the tackle.
So we'll give it to Cooper that time.
There you go.
Give it to Cooper. Cooper used to be on TV show, Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
There you go.
That was a good one.
3rd and 6 for the Panthers. Hughes surveying the defense, calling the signals, looking over to the bench to get his play. Jalen Lee standing right behind him. Hughes back to pass, pulls it down. Getting enough for a first down on his own.
Yeah, great job there. Good vision. He did look to the sideline. They look over there. The coaches have taken a look at what the defense is showing. They give you the play. Play still didn't work, but, hey, young man steps up. He sees that, looks downfield. Everything's covered. Let's go ahead and use my legs, get the first down. And he goes ahead and tells them, hey, I got that first down.
Got a Maddie Law Firm first down. Got a whistle out there. Looks like we're missing a player. And Wesleyan calls a timeout. We'll take one, too. You're watching Panther football here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
It'll be 1st and 10. Panthers.
Yeah, little stat update for the Panthers. Hughes has put it through the air 4 times, connected on 2, 69 yards and a touchdown. Has run the ball for 21 yards so far this game. Jalen Lee for 30.
There's another one. Out to Ryan Downer.
Eventually forced out of bounds by Bryson Landrum.
Gain of about 5 yards. Be 2nd and 5.
We were talking about Cooper earlier there on defense. Cooper's got 5 tackles here for the evening. First time we called Landrum's name. And Brown with 3. Those 2 linebackers been very active here already early in the game.
Lee with a handoff up the middle, finding a good hole. Offensive line doing a job up there. 1st and 10. That's Doyle Custom Embroidery, first down.
Another tackle for Cooper, but
Jalen Lee doesn't take much of a hole, but they had a big one open for him up front.
they've got him listed at 5'9". Doesn't take a whole lot to get 5'9" down the field. Jeremiah Young with the stop there. Brings up 2nd down.
Woodruff on the reception out there. Gain of about 4. 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, last week Woodruff had a few through the air, and was the primary target. First time we've seen him haul one in here this afternoon.
Hughes calling the signals. And off to Lee. Lee with a lot of running room. Another 1st and 10. That's an Angie McGee. Franklin County home team. 1st down.
Seeing that momentum come back. You hope they've corrected some of the penalty issues from earlier that we saw in the first quarter. Got a fresh set of sticks and closing in on the end zone. It's looking promising here.
Campbell coming in behind Hughes. Pass out in the flats.
Not much going there. Savante McKeithian was able to fight off of the block and haul him in for looks like a loss of 1 there, Mike.
Yeah, Nathan Aguilar with the reception, be 2nd down and 11.
Noah Campbell in the game. Has a change of pace back.
Hughes calling the signals.
Hughes taking a look at the defense there.
Yeah. Staring down at defender. Campbell breaking out of the pack.
Shakes off of the tackle.
Will be enough for the 1st down, it looks like.
Eventually brought down by Bryson Landrum, but hey, they go ahead and set those sticks down. You only need 1 now.
That's right. 1st and goal.
We see their feature back in the game there with Jalen Lee. Are going to bring the fullback in, Jacob Lucas.
Yeah, a little difference in the lineup there. Lee following his big blockers. Getting about 4, looks like.
Savion Brown of Wesleyan in on the tackle.
2nd down and goal from the 5.
Got 2nd and 4 here.
Hughes taking his snap and off to Lee up the middle. Good penetration there. Break up that play, number 7 for the.
Yeah, Donovan Smith, he was there all in on that. One of the issues you run into here is as the field gets a little tighter, everybody's packed in there, and so if you keep it between the tackles, it seems to be a lot of folks down on that area. So would look for a pitch here, or maybe even something looking to the head.
Carr calling the signals. Out a whistle. And a flag.
Yeah, a couple flags here. Okay.
Battling Bishops. Backing themselves into a hole here.
So you get half the distance to the goal, put you on the 1.5, almost 2 yard line, and you have to think to yourself as a coach, am I going to just pull them all in there and wedge it in, or a pitch off tackle, toss it to the corner of the end zone? Got a couple options there.
Got Wilmoth going in motion. Lee, fake to Lee. Carr keeping it himself, not getting much there. There you see one of those black hats.
Does lose his helmet. He's going to have to come off the field.
4th down.
Bringing
on Deaton.
See Deaton and Hughes coming into the game. Hughes is the holder. Got 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Panthers are up 7-0.
Looking for another player here.
Well, they went ahead and took the delay of game, and I'll tell you what this
Back it up
is.
a little better angle.
A little better angle. So you saw Deaton looking to the sideline, asking Coach if he could get a few more yards.
This ain't no challenge. Let's bag it up. Deaton definitely got a leg on him. He's got a good accuracy.
Yeah, it's just an angle game at that point. He wanted a little bit more room. Don't
Oh.
blame him, and look at yonder. The coach is going to say, "No, sir, you don't get to do that.
You don't get to take that." A little bit of a chess game going on
A
here.
little gamesmanship. How about that?
Can't imagine that in a football game.
Hey, good try, Seth. That's a good try.
That's right. Hughes ready to hold. Deaton's positioned. Snap is on the way. Down and up. And it's good. Panthers
10-0, 5 minutes left.
moving out there. We'll take a break. We're watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Deaton getting ready to kick off to the Battling Bishops. Battling Bishops down by 10. Here with right at 5 minutes left.
Got an onside kick.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
Deaton followed it the whole way, but it was recovered.
Yeah, just a little bit shy of the 50-yard line.
Jaden Armstrong there for Wesleyan. He kind of that third baseman. Look at what I found.
Yeah.
It hit him right in the chest, and Deaton was right there to get it, but not quite.
Really, I think if he'd have gotten it, it would have been called short, unless it fell a little farther, because it was a 9-yard kick there, right?
Yeah, he had to go one more yard and didn't quite make it.
Cardelli back calling the signals. Got a whistle.
Prior to the snap, false start.
All start.
Offense.
Battling Bishops.
5-yard penalty. First down.
A bit of a mental lapse there for
That's right.
the Wesleyan team.
Yeah, both teams up to that point had 3 penalties. Wesleyan had 3 for 12 yards. Panthers 3 for 20. It's going to bring them up to 4 penalties in the game. Sometimes whoever wins that aspect of it does give them a little bit of an edge.
Absolutely. Cardelli calling the signals. Best getting the handoff back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That's right.
Hunter Kennedy, one of the first ones there.
That's right. Cameron Ross there flexing it up at the end of the play. Cameron Ross and Kennedy there from the linebacker position, really doing a great job. Is that about a 5-yard loss, Mike?
Yep. Second down and 15.
Yeah, Wesleyan's had a tough go here on offense today. Only 27 yards on the ground. 6 yards through there.
Cardelli to the air. Finds his receiver out there. That's Abernathy.
Don't look now, the sun is coming out, but Canada was flying right there to the football.
3rd down and 11. Good quick coverage there. That Hardelli motioning his back, and he's finding his receiver downfield.
Hauls it in. Jaron Sellers is there for the stop, but moves the ball 20 yards down the field, and not quite to the red zone, Mike, but this is the most offense we've seen from Wesleyan so far in the game.
Sure is. 1st and 10.
Up to that point, they'd only had 2 first downs here in the entire first half to Ferrum's 9.
Hardelli is setting his back in motion. Back to pass. And a fake. Good pursuit there by the defense.
That's right. Hunter Callahan coming off of the defensive end position there. Nothing going. Instead of throwing it downfield, risking an interception, did go ahead and I guess we consider that a sack. It's outside of his tackles.
Maybe so. 2nd down and 13 for the Battling Bishops. Trying to break the ice here late in the first half. Got a little bit of a jump on defense, got back. Hardelli back to pass.
Wide
Finding
open.
his receiver. Good move there.
Yeah, shook. Did the old ankle break, and Cameron Ross eventually was able to bring him down, but man, we were well within the red zone, Mike.
It was Smith down there with a good reception and a good run after the reception inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
Gonna see
We got a
timeout.
timeout. And we'll take one too. You're watching Ferrum Panther football right here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
We'll see what the Bishops have up their sleeve in here. 4 yards to go for a touchdown. Hand off up the middle. Big guy running. That's long.
Yeah, Rayshawn Hairston was right there. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That was it. 2nd and 4. Hairston and company was there to snuff that one out.
Laws is a load coming in there.
Mm-hmm.
Second and 4 for a touchdown. Pass. No flags. Good coverage, apparently.
Yeah, Chase Blaker had that one covered the entire way. Well overthrown, but no interception. This will be a big stand here for the Panthers with right at 1 minute and 24 seconds left to go in the first half. If they could hold strong, hold a blank sheet going into the second half, that would be amazing. No coach would be very happy about that. We've had quite a bit of offense here, and Wesleyan's found some of themselves here at the end of the first half.
Cadelli back to pass. trying to find somebody over the middle, and it's broke up, and an interception.
Yeah, intercepted there by, looks like Chase Blaker was tipped, and he was standing right there. You got to be pretty excited about that, Mike, here. They're going to get the ball back on the 20, and, hey.
Big defensive stand.
Big defensive stand. You've got to have that.
You know, it's catching out there. When you've got an offense that's moving the ball, it just infuses the life into your defense.
That's right.
Makes them want to add more and put it into it. This Panther team really stepping up here today.
Yeah, we're talking in pregame. This is one of those games that you would like to, as a coach, see your offense get going and find a little success. You've got some young guys out there running the football. You've got a new guy into your program that's a transfer from Richmond at quarterback, and that's what they've done here so far in the first half.
Hughes takes a snap, is back to pass, finds a receiver over the middle. That'll be Campbell. Scoops that one up.
Yeah, Eric Cooper there for the stop. We're going to see a little bit of the 2-minute drill here, see how fast-paced they can move.
2nd down and 5. Finds a receiver out there. Good play. Good catch out there. Bowers
does
with
move
the
the
catch.
sticks. Clock did stop there for a second. They're going to wind it back up. Got to get out of bounds.
Finds his receiver again. Going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, good awareness to go ahead and get out of bounds, get that clock stopped. We got 46 seconds here to go in the first half. Ferrum Panthers moving the ball down the field.
That's Woodruff again on that reception, just a yard shy of a first down. 2nd down and 1. Hughes takes a snap, back to throw again. Gonna get it out over the first down marker.
Yeah, Josiah Thomas comes in for the stop and didn't quite get the first down, so clock doesn't stop, and coach is going to have to take a timeout.
Well, that's what you call.
No, we did get a
catch. Okay, I thought Ferrum still calls a timeout.
Okay. Got 36 seconds left to go here in the first half. They've used 30 seconds pretty wisely since they've got the football.
Absolutely. 1st and 10.
Moved 21 yards here so far.
On the 41-yard line. Let's see if they feel good enough to try to go deep on something here. Got enough time for a couple of 3 plays, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, depending on how they manage the football, if it's the catch and get out of bounds or you get your first down, I think they do have 1 timeout left. You got to hope to at least give your field goal kicker a chance here.
Hughes calling the signals. Campbell coming out of the backfield.
Little shovel pass there
and
to get
he
the ball.
hits Campbell.
Clock is still running.
No gain on that one. Actually, maybe maybe it is a gain. 2 yards.
Clock's down to 12 seconds. Instead of taking a shot at it, they're going to go ahead and take it into half, Mike.
Well, that's one approach. Panthers lead 10-0. Good ball game here, Josh.
That's right.
Good. We'll be right back after this break. You're watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Getting ready to start second half action here. Panthers leading 10-0, and they will be kicking off to the battling Bishops. Seth Deaton has it teed up on the 35-yard line. Kicking it deep back there. Oh, fumbled it. Oh, and he is tagged, but there's a flag on this. Let's see what that entails.
David Hudnell was hustling down there, and man alive, look at that hit.
Yeah, McKnight will feel that in the morning. Let's see what the call is here. Doing a little bit of splaining down there.
Got some splaining to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goodness.
Blocking the back receiving team.
Had an insult to injury there.
That's right. That moves them back. It'll be on the 6-yard line. 1st and 10 for the battling Bishops.
Yeah, first half was all Panthers, 10-0 there. 11 first downs from Ferrum, 4 from Wesleyan. Ferrum ran the football for 111 yards, through the air for 99 and a touchdown.
Yates running the team, hits a receiver coming across the middle.
Chase Blaker there to stop, and Wesleyan found a little success there at the end of the first half. Wasn't able to punch it into the end zone, but Blaker came up with the interception in the end zone, brought it on out, and got to see a quick 2-minute drill from the Panthers. It did go ahead and end the first half, but they were able to find some offense there through the air, and look like they're going to come back early. Maybe that's their halftime adjustment.
Yeah, I think so. Yates able to get them a little bit of running room and bringing in Cardelli. Hits that pass out in the flats.
Yeah, eventually forced out of bounds by Jamal Ash and Hunter Canaday. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down and 10. Battling Bishops trying to get something started. Swapping out quarterbacks.
A few more stats from the first half. Panthers had the football for 17 minutes, while the Bishops had it for 12 minutes and 52 seconds. So big difference there in time of possession.
Yates
ball is on the
getting
ground.
away from him. Aki doing a good job of hanging on to that ball. Ball will be placed back on the 10-yard line.
Yeah. Combination there of Will Hairston and Hunter Callahan for a big loss, 3rd and long. They're definitely going to have to look to the air for a first down on this one.
Battling Bishops back up against the goal line again. Back where Yates started them out.
So far in the game, the Bishops are averaging 8 yards per reception through the air. Going to need a little bit more than that here.
Handing it off to Bell. Can't get any running room. That pursuit down the line by that defensive line and backs.
Cameron Ross, Marquise Adams coming up big there for the Panthers. It's going to be 4th and 15. Do see the punt team coming on here. This will be their 4th punt of the night. They're averaging 35 yards per punt. That does include one where the ball bounced a little before the punter was able to get it off. But for the most part here this evening, they've shown they can get the ball down the field through the punts there, Mike. So, but we're standing at midfield to get that.
Yeah, McGahee just barely over in the Panther side of the field. A little fumble there, but Green coming up with it, doing a great job of getting a foot on that one. Drives McGahee back to his 40-yard line and actually going to be placed right on the 40-yard line. The Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
Ferrum's defense has done a great job here this afternoon. Cameron Ross has 9 total tackles, 1 solo, 8 assists. He's flying all over the place. Hunter Canaday has 7, 1 solo, 6 assists. Ash has 3, flying all over the place.
Hughes back to pass, finding his receiver downfield. That's Ryan Downer with the reception.
Bryson Landrum was there, as well as Savante McKeithen after a 9-yard gain there for the Panthers.
Be 2nd down and 1 to go for a first down.
McKeithen's been a name we've called a few times here this afternoon. He's got 5 tackles, 1 for a loss for the Bishops.
Hughes back to pass again, finding a deep receiver that's wide open. What a reception.
My goodness, what a ball. That's going to be a 51-yard touchdown.
Woodruff, good hands out there, doing a great job of keeping his feet and concentrating on it. Here you see Hughes catching him in stride, just let his feet get out from under him a little bit. But
hey, stumbled into the end zone, kept it on his feet. But, hey, like we were talking earlier before the game started, Braxton Hughes, big arm. He's on target, saw his man down the field and made the connection here big early in the 3rd quarter for the Panthers.
You know, Hughes doing a great job of thinking about that pass, putting a lot of air under it, giving his man time to go get it. Nice play, puts the Panthers up 17 to nothing. And we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Seth Deaton teeing it up on his 35-yard line. Kicking it off. Big boomer out there to the deep man. Ooh, good coverage out there. McKnight getting about 10 yards on the
do have a flag.
run. Do have a flag, and that may change everything.
Saw a flag on the previous kickoff that pinned the Bishops deep down by their.
Got another block in the back.
Same thing.
Same thing. Might ought to find out what causes that.
You definitely got to go down and have a conversation with that official and say, hey, what's going on? Give me a number. If it's the same number, as a coach, you then go and have a little conversation with that young man, because you're doing nothing but shooting yourselves in the foot. They have found a little success through the air, but penalties like that doesn't help. They've rotated 2 quarterbacks here today, Cardelli and Yates. Cardelli 6 for 6, only 22 yards. Yates 3 for 5, 53 yards, been sacked twice.
They'll find themselves with their back to the goal. And Yates will be coming in this time to run the team. Yates and Bess, Yates to pass, finding an open man after good coverage by the defense.
Tripped up by Rayshawn Hairston, only gets a gain of 1 there. Rayshon flying to the football and able to bring him onto the ground.
Second down and 7 yards to go for a first down. Yates calling the signals. Yates back to pass. Looking for a man over the middle. Just out of the reach.
Yeah, Jaron Sellers was there. Looking for the pickoff, didn't quite get it, but hey, that brings up third and about 7.5. It's shown to be a tough set of downs for the Bishops here, so third and long has not been their thing this game. So far in the game, they're 1 for 6 on third downs. Ferrum's 1 for 4. They've had 6 penalties for 32 yards.
Yates back to pass. Looking for somebody deep. Defensive line breaking through finally after this defensive backfield doing their job and cutting out those possible receivers.
That's
you see
right.
Good coverage there.
Every man was covered. Jamison Hackett is able to get in there, get him to the ground, and, hey, if you're the Bishop punter, you are punting out of the back of your end zone here. The snaps have not been great, so he's going to have to they're going to have to be in connection here with the long snapper because, man, you put this one on the ground here, 17-0 already, Panthers over the Bishops.
Okay, back. Not going to be able to get to that one. Ball goes out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, 44-yard line. Panthers will take over 1st and 10 there.
A pretty good punt out of the back of an end zone.
Absolutely.
That's a lot of pressure on a young man, and the snaps haven't been the best for him here this afternoon, and got that one and got it off. Big booming punt. Did a great job with that.
Hughes back out there calling the signals for the Panthers. Jalen Lee with pushing 100 yards for the first half rushing. Hughes taking a snap and hands off to Jalen Lee, following his big blocking tackle.
Still going.
Not an easy 80-pound.
Yeah, 5'9", 180 pounds. Donovan Smith was eventually able to wrestle him to the ground, but if you're Donovan out there, you're a defensive back, and you see that guy coming with a full head of steam, you're looking over your shoulder to get a little help.
Good blocking there by Zeke Serber to get out in front, too.
Lee's averaging over 6 yards a carry, is long of 12 for the day. It's his 10th time running the football.
Hughes looking over the defensive alignment there. He's taking it up and passing it backward.
Not much going there on the option. Cooper was reading that the entire way, and they've done a good job reading the option tonight. They've been able to stop that. It's some of the other off-tackle, the design runs where they get that tackle or guard out in front and pave the way for Lee or Hughes. And you've got 3rd and long. Hughes has shown he can get the ball through there. He's 11 for 13 here this afternoon, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 big long throws. But there in that 2-minute drill to end the first half, he shows those quick connections. He can do that too.
Hughes calling the signals. Back to pass, looking for an open man and going long down the sideline, and he gets going to get a flag. Pretty opportune penalty there for the Panthers.
Yeah, going to get a pass interference there. Looks like Jeremiah Young was in coverage. He's all over him and going to get a new set of downs.
Well, I tell you, Woodruff been the man of the hour for those long routes. Did a good job out there, and the defender keeping him from coming back to that ball.
Yeah, he turned around, had his eyes on it, couldn't get back through it, was well covered, a little too well covered.
Automatic first down. Is that right?
Moves the sticks long ways up the field, almost into red zone.
American National Bank 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Here's Headsy, field general out there, taking a pass over the middle.
Yeah, well overthrown there. It's probably the first bad ball we've seen thrown this afternoon for Ferrum. Hughes has done a great job putting it on the money, so we'll give him one.
I think it sort of surprised him how open his receiver was.
Looks over there and your eyes get real big. Oh, right. Boy, here we
Ain't that adrenaline going? Goes right to your elbow.
You're the Panthers. You take a freebie.
Trying him in the corner. What a catch. What a catch.
My goodness. Throws it on
Aguilar.
Yeah, he connected with Aguilar. That was a ball that only he could catch. We do have a flag. We've got 2 flags.
The penalty is declined, of course.
So we're actually, it's going to be an offsides. It's declined, but we also have a second penalty they're going to talk about here that was down in the end zone. It might have been.
The suspense is killing me.
A little excessive celebration would be my guess, or some extracurricular conversation.
I would too. And Deaton don't mind. He'll back it up another 10, 15 yards if he had to.
Unless it's assessed on the kickoff.
Well, that's, unless
he doesn't want it to be assessed on the kickoff. He'll take it, and I think that's the way they're pointing right now.
Yeah, they're not going to take it on on this because he can chunk it.
We have unsportsmanlike conduct on 21 of the offense. It'll be 15 yards. It'll be administered on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's you're exactly right, Josh. I don't blame him. If I'd made a catch like that, I would have celebrated too.
I was pretty excited.
Yeah, me too. That play just really worked well. Hughes dropping that right over his left shoulder.
Yeah, great ball from Hughes to Aguilar. Just a little pitch and catch, and only to where those two could be involved with it. We've talked about that a couple times so far this season.
Chalk up this one for Deaton. This is a chip shot for him. It's up, and it's good. Panthers moving out. 7:47 left in this quarter. 24-0. Panthers lead. We'll take a break. You're watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
McKnight taking it on the 15-yard line. A little bit of running room there. Gets him out to about the 37-yard line to be 1st and 10 for the Battling Bishops.
He's met by Joshua Alston there for the tackle.
It was actually took the ball on about the 25 instead of 15. I gave him a little more credit than.
There you go.
But it was a good long kickoff. Even after that 15-yard penalty for excessive celebration. Is there such a thing as excessive celebration? I guess it is.
There is a rule.
Yeah, there's a rule, but I'm just
kind of like going 60 and a 55 sometimes.
Best takes. Oh no, he faked me out. Yates doing a good job of faking that one, but he didn't fake out all of the defensive line. He's going to pick up about 4. Got an injured Bishop out there on the field.
Yeah, Will Hairston, who led the team last week in tackles with 12, come up with a big stop there. Do have a Bishop down on the field, as you were saying, Mike.
And we'll take a break. We'll be right back after this message.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Well, they're getting the Battling Bishop up out there. He's seemed to be a little bit shook up. Able to get back to his feet. That's big number 70, Desmond Bames. Junior, 5'11", 300 pounds.
It's a big man.
It's a big man, yes, sir. Glad to see he's okay.
That's
and
right.
Getting back to the bench over there. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. Tell you, really been impressed at this defensive
That's right.
push for these Panthers. Doing a great job of hustling up there.
They have. They've been flying to the football. We've got a number of names who've been involved on tackles here. Registered 3 sacks here today. Callahan with 2, Hackett with 1. Had an interception by Blaker in the end zone.
Yates back to pass, takes it, pulls it down. Just short of a 1st down.
Yeah, Jamison Hackett in there with a big tackle.
Yeah, 1st down saving tackle. 3rd down and 1.
So 3rd and 1 here be a big stop for the Panthers. At that point, if you're the Bishops head coach, you've got to think, do we, if it's 4th and 1, do we go for it? They've not been successful on a lot of their conversions today. Still just 1 and 7 on 3rd down.
Abernathy out to receive that one and got enough for the 1st down, looks like.
Be 2 for 8 on 1st downs now. Jamison Hackett ensured that play wouldn't go any further, however. Stopped at midfield, get a new set of sticks, 1st and 10.
It's about as close to midfield as you can get it.
I'm telling you.
Right on top of the Panther head.
Yeah, looks like the nose of the football is literally splitting the line on the 50 there, Mike.
Yates pitching out. Bess not getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No, great job by Jaron Sellers there. Saw the pitch, read it, broke down, made a great tackle. Actually a 1-yard loss there on that play. Jaron doing a great job. Defensive back.
2nd down and 11. Wesleyan struggling to get yardage out at midfield. Yates calling the signals. He's back to pass and a big rush.
Yeah, Big time right there. And we do have
lots of defensive linemen in on that one.
That's right.
Yates holding his foot. I hope he's not injured that.
Yeah, Caleb Benson there, you'll see on the replay, just fighting through a double team. Comes up with a big sack. Does leave Bishop down, though.
Oh, Bishop holding his right ankle. That's never good. You know, cramp is painful, but when you get into those joints, it really makes it tough to shake it off. We'll take a break while they're attending to Yates. We'll be right back. You're watching Panther football here on Cable 12.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Yates getting up, coming off with a little bit of assistance. Probably precautionary. They want to keep that weight off of it, I would think. Getting some help from the big lineman there. I would assume Cardelli would be reporting back in if he and Yates have been splitting the job at quarterback today.
Yeah, tough for Wesleyan here. They're down 3 quarterbacks now. This is their fourth. They're having to find quarterbacks, and looks like we're actually going to have a new number in there at quarterback. So a 5th quarterback, Dexter Flood, Mike.
Okay. Flood back to pass. And they get in to start work on Flood first thing. And that was a flood of Panthers coming in on.
Panthers, I'm telling you. Rayshawn Hairston in there.
Wow.
As well as Will Hairston assisting on that.
4th down and
really long.
16-ish, 17, 18. Long, as you said.
Really long. I think we're looking at 4th and 21.
I think we got McGahee back to receive this punt. High punt.
Yeah, booming punt.
Green with a high drive, and he's got a lot of room there.
A lot
McGahee with the.
He's still.
He
stepped
out
out.
of bounds.
Stepped out right around the 31-yard line. What a return. It's one thing you have to fear when you've got those big booming punts. You got to cover them at that point. He slips through a tackle you see here, and man alive. Does he step out?
Well, the official is right on it. I would tend to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
did the blind guy sponsor this show?
No,
okay.
but I think it serves well to say that they would. Brought to you by the blind guys. But
I've got glasses. I don't think that gentleman does, and I'm way further away from the field, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt, as you'd say, Mike.
Hughes calling the signals, getting his man in motion on the right side of the field. Hands off to Lee. Lee going outside, trying to get around the corner, and does for a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, Lee continuing to do a great job, averaging a little over 5 yards a carry here today. The freshman has really found a groove. The line's doing a good job getting everybody moved out of the way for Lee, and the combination of Lee and Hughes today on the ground and then through the air. Hughes is connected with 3 different targets for touchdowns today.
Yeah. 2nd down and 4 yards for a first down. Hughes taking the snap, finding his man out there. That'll be a first down, I'm pretty sure. Looks like. That's number 3 down, or catching that one out there. 1st and 10. That would be a Maddie Law Firm, first down.
Yeah, you've got to be happy if you're on the Ferrum coaching staff today. You've been able to have a variety on offense. It's not just been a one-horse show here today. They've spread the ball around. They've been able to run, been able to throw.
Hughes doing the old Statue of Liberty play backwards.
Yeah, that's one of those.
Decides to take it. Yeah.
Don't think anybody was there.
Gained 4 yards on it.
Telling you, he made the best out of it, got 4 yards. Hughes is going to come off for a few minutes.
Brings Nathan Carr out to call his signals, and he's taking it on his own, finding a little running room up the middle. Not getting much.
Not much at all. He's brought down by 67, Sherfield Smith, one of their big defensive linemen.
Third down and 3 for the Black Hats.
Everyone's looking to the sideline to get the play.
Carr calling the signals. Campbell in the backfield with him. Campbell gets the ball, finds the room off tackle. Doesn't take Campbell long to find that opening outside, does it, John?
That's right. It didn't take him long to get there, and Nick Vick, had it not been for him, there would have been another 6 points on the board right there.
Angie McGee, Franklin County home team, 1st and 10, 1st and goal.
Panthers have done a good job here this afternoon when they get in the red zone, making sure that it's finished.
Carr handing off. Lee runs into his own man, looks like.
He does. He runs into his own, and so far this afternoon, Lee's done a good job on the ground. Hadn't been able to find the end zone, even though they've been down there a little bit. 3 touchdowns scored, have been through the air, and then Deaton with a field goal for 3 extra. So it's 24-0 here. 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Ferrum Panthers on top.
2nd down and 5. Carr finding an opening, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. No doubt about that. Good job of blocking up front. That hole just needed just a little time to open up. Carr took a step or two and found it. Waltzes in for the touchdown.
O-line has really stepped up to play here today. They've opened up some big holes. Sometimes they're so big you're amazed that, hey, what kind of truck can we drive through there? And then at other times it's been just enough for Lee and company to get through. And, hey, Carr finding the end zone there here late in the third quarter.
Deaton, the leg, putting it up, and it's good. Brings the score. 31 for the Panthers, 0 for the Battling Bishops. Watching Panther football here on Cable 12.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
When it's time to celebrate the life of someone special, turn to Connor Bowman Funeral Home. With 2 full-service facilities, we offer professional care and service to our community. 100% owned and operated, offering you the traditional historical Lynch Connor Bowman and Franklin County's most modern and newest facility on 220 North. We can assist you with pre-arranged funerals, and we house an on-site crematory. We can come to your home to make arrangements and pre-arrangements. We offer the release of 1 white dove, 1 memorial video, and video of the service if held in one of our chapels at no cost to you. Connor Bowman Funeral Home, Rocky Mount and 220 North.
Deaton with a deep kick out there. Number 21, Desmond Lee, getting a hold of that one, running it back. You see it here on the replay. Finding a hole, but
big hit.
Met there, hit up by a defender with a black hat on.
Didn't quite get that number, but that's okay. It's been a few times in my life, didn't quite get that number.
Well, Ricky, just don't lose that number. That's the main thing. 1st and 10 for the Battling Bishops. Deep pass. Good coverage back here deep by the Panthers.
Yeah, Chase Blaker's there. Has already got 1 interception tonight. Young man's done a great job in coverage. Said not over here. Wesleyan's had a difficult time finding anything other than through the air, and it's not been consistent at all here this afternoon. To their credit, they're 4 quarterbacks down. They're on their 5th quarterback. That's tough, and they're still taking a shot at it.
Flood showing that arm there. Pretty good gun. He's back again, shooting that one to been making contact.
Ball's on the ground. He does recover it. Hunter Canaday there.
Smith doing a good job of hanging on to that one and recovering it. And good. At the end of the quarter, with another quarter to play, the Panthers lead 31-0. You're watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.
Powering your home with propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
They're in the 4th period of play. Panthers in control so far.
Yeah, 3rd quarter was all Panthers.
Flood keeping it.
Ball is on the ground.
Scooped up.
It's on the ground again.
Oh, got a lot going on out there.
Looks like it eventually was recovered by Cameron Ross. If I'm not mistaken, that's correct.
It's number 30, if that is the Ross.
Ball had the jumping beans in it there, Mike. It kept jumping around. Ross recovers over here by the bench and was met by a bunch of Panthers. So we mentioned it was all Ferrum there in the 3rd quarter. They had 5 first downs to the Bishops, 3, 30 yards on the ground, 90 through the air. It's a big quarter there for the Black Cats of Ferrum.
Got Carr taking some snaps, which he's taking several. As Campbell up the middle, shaking defenders, getting out and gaining about 6, maybe 5 yards.
Yeah, eventually brought down by Chase Salter there after a 5-yard gain. Both teams went through the air a little bit there in the 3rd quarter. North Carolina Wesleyan had 4 receptions for 30 yards. The biggest thing that hurt them, they had 3 penalties for 30 yards there on the kickoffs that just pinned them deep.
Campbell again on the handoff, gaining about 3 yards on that one.
Savion Brown there with friends to bring him down. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Maybe not quite 3 yards.
Definitely
3rd down and 4, like you say. It's tough traveling down that line of scrimmage.
Definitely think we could be in 2-down territory here. If you move the ball a yard or 2, then why not do it again?
Carr back to pass, rolling to his right. Looking for that 1st down. Going to come up just a little bit shy.
Yeah, Charles Size there with a big stop. 1 yard to go.
You see it on the replay. Big hit.
Big hit. Coach is going to leave that offense in, and a lot of confidence here on 4th and 1. And we have a player down on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, getting ready to start the play back up. And we'll take a break. You're watching Panther football here on Cable 12.
Doyle Custom Embroidery is your family-owned, faith-based choice for custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat printing right here in Franklin County. If you want to improve your business's image, promote your event, or just create your own custom product, then Doyle Custom Embroidery is your choice. We can embroider anything that will hold a stitch. Check out our huge selection of quality products at dcestore.com. And remember, we'll keep you in stitches.
Battling Bishop leaves the field on his own 2 feet.
Yeah. Mike, anytime you see a player laying face down over there, you get concerned, but he did roll over and get up on his own 2 and walked off on his own accord, so glad that young man's okay.
4th down and a yard to go for the 1st down. Carr calling the signals, trying to get the Battling Bishops to jump off sides, looks like. No luck there. Campbell doing it the hard way. 1st and 10. That's Doyle Custom Embroidery, 1st down.
Number 43, Kane Walker. That play is good for a Ferrum 1st down.
Ferrum using this clock up.
Yeah.
Doing what they need to do, moving the ball.
Yeah, they've done a good job with just methodically moving here. And
good tag team there, the 2. Lee coming in now to spell Campbell. Both of those young men having a good day today. Carr to Lee. Lee looking for the outside, trying to get around the corner, couldn't make it. Going to lose a yard.
Tripped up by Donovan Smith there, and looks like Lee will stay on the field for another play. That did have a loss of 2. So far in the game, the possession has evened back up, but what that means is Ferrum has struck fairly quickly on a couple drives, and Wesleyan has had to be back out on the field a little bit longer. Defense hasn't just been left out there by any means, but Ferrum has scored quick on a couple drives.
Carr, pitch out, outside, a little bit late on that pitch out. Lee not able to have any running room there. Good defensive play to stretch that play on out, and everybody staying.
Charles Size again there. He had that big stop there on that 4th, and I think it will brought up the 4th and 1 there on the last set of sticks, and there he is again on a big stop. So we got 3rd and long. This would be stretching it for Deaton, put him at about a 50-yard field goal if they're not able to get a couple more yards here.
Carr taking the snap back to pass, looking for his receiver, finds a man out there. That's Woodford. Oh.
He shakes off a tackler and gets the 1st down, Mike. Does a great job.
Woodruff has been a man out there, on clutch man. And
he has.
Catching these passes.
Done a great job here this evening.
running after he caught it, too. Good job there picking up a first down. First down and 10. That'll be American National Bank, 1st and 10.
It's his 4th reception on the night. He does have a touchdown, 51-yard touchdown here earlier in the game.
Lee finding a hole, and it closed up quickly. Picks up a couple.
Yeah, Woodruff, primary target last week, and we see him again here this week. He's caught 4 for 78 yards now, averaging 19.5 per reception. Jalen Lee is up to 15 attempts, 62 yards on the ground.
Jalen Lee was again 2 on the last play. It is 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. Ball on the Bishop's 18-yard line.
Carr pulling that one down and getting what he could. They're going to be a little bit, about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, Jeremiah Young there had him by the legs, and a couple other Bishops there to finish the tackle off. He turned for a screen, wasn't nothing going, had to pull the ball down and run, and does bring up a 3rd down here.
You're right, 3rd down and 3. Ball on the 13-yard line. Carr back. Little pressure. Tosses that one out of bounds.
Yeah, running with nowhere to go, unfortunately, and he was able to get out of bounds without any penalty, and it's going to bring on Deaton and the field goal team. This will be his 2nd field goal attempt of the night. Did hit one earlier in the game. It's 31-0. That brings the score to 34 with 9 minutes left to go in the game.
Well, within his range, that'll be about 31 yards. Kicked 135 last week and 140.
Does seem to be some conversation here on if there's going to be a penalty.
Let's see, what is that for? Are they going to call it grounded?
Very interesting.
Offense number 10. The ball will be placed on the 25. You have a loss of down, 4th down.
Still well within Deaton's range. His career high here at Ferrum is 45 yards, and shown good legs so far this season. He's 3 for 3, and
I'm not following that call.
I'm not even
he's
attempting
outside
to,
the box, but hey, what do I know?
I think because there was no one in the area.
Yeah, well.
And at this level, that's going to be one of the calls they make.
Okay. Well.
So 42 yards here for Deaton.
Good opportunity for Deaton to loosen that leg up. Hughes ready for the snap. It's down, it's up, plenty long, and no good.
Just to the left. Hey, like you said, plenty of leg there, just a little on the left, and now we've got another flag that we'll see what this one's about. They seem to be waving the Black Hats back out onto the field.
At this point, I'm not going to say. Personal foul.
It's going to be an automatic first down, roughing the kicker.
That'll be a first down. How about that for a break?
We've seen a little bit of this, unfortunately, for the Bishops, that they may have a little bit going, and then all of a sudden a penalty, and so you can't do that, as the crowd would sometimes chant, and that's going to bring up, man, a new set of sticks for the Panthers. So Black Hats have to be happy about that. Yeah, as you said, what a break. 8:56 here to go in the game, 31-0 Panthers, and now they are well within the red zone.
As the score would indicate, a lot of those breaks have gone the Panther way today.
Very much so.
Of course, you make a lot of your breaks, too.
It's funny
Carr handing off across the good penetration there by the defense.
That's right. Yeah, 42, Josh Riles. And 16, Jacob Evans there on the stop. It's going to bring up a second and about 15, it looks like. Ferrum Panthers have 19 first downs on the day compared to Wesleyan's 7. So as you were saying, sometimes you make your own luck, and Panthers seem to have done that here today.
Second down, 14. For a first down. Nobody there.
A little miscommunication there in the backfield on which side is the handoff going to be taken on. So a little bit of question there on who that is, but when you've got freshmen in the backfield, sometimes they don't fully comprehend the offense. It is just week 2 for these guys.
Absolutely.
Probably a little bit more complicated than what Jalen Lee has been used to, and that next step into the college level, you're going to have that from time to time, and he's just a freshman, and may not even been his fault. We don't know, but he did come off and get a little explanation from Coach there.
That happens from time to time, though.
Time to time.
Campbell taking it up the middle, getting about 4 yards. Still fighting it out there, trying to get an extra yard. 4th down and 12 for a first down. I think we'll see Deaton back out there with another opportunity.
That's right, another opportunity for 3 points there. One thing you do have to get concerned about at the end of a game like this, it's been a physical game. It's 31-0. Kids are going to get frustrated, and as a coach, you got to keep those guys, keep them in tune.
Right.
It's starting to get a little chippy there here.
Don't want to get sloppy late in the game. It tends to carry on to the next game. It's up and plenty good.
Yeah.
Deaton.
That one will count. Doesn't get called back. It's 34-0. Panthers with 6:40 to go here in the game.
We'll be right back with 6:40, as you say, Josh. You're watching Panther football here on Cable 12.
Propane has never been easier than when you work with Hall Propane. Imagine never running out of hot water with a tankless water heater, cooking like a pro on a gas range, or staying cozy with a propane log set, furnace, or heater. Then when it's time to cool off, Hall's HVAC techs keep your system running efficiently. Since 1959, Hall has been providing top-notch service at competitive prices. Live in comfort with Hall. Visit hallpropane.com or come see us on Highway 220 south of Rocky Mount.
Sometimes, through no fault of your own, you need an attorney. A successful, experienced attorney who'll fight for you and protect your rights. Will Davis at the Davis Law Firm is that attorney. Will's an experienced Virginia trial lawyer in Roanoke, Franklin County, and beyond. You won't feel like you're on an assembly line, and he won't settle your case to avoid a trial. He will pursue the compensation and insurance settlement you deserve. For compassionate and aggressive representation, contact the Davis Law Firm. Experience, driven, results.
Deaton getting a workout today, teeing it up on the 35-yard line, kicking it off to the battling Bishops. The 21, Desmond Lee taking that one and getting it back out almost to the 30-yard line before meeting up with a Panther or two.
Yeah, big hit there at the end. Didn't quite get the number. They were flying around so much. And that's one thing I can say here, Mike. You can watch a replay. Number 26.
29?
Terrence Scales. They've been flying to the football on special teams.
Absolutely. Good coverage just inside the 30-yard line.
It takes a special kid to run down the field as fast as he can and just throw his body into somebody. And they've done a great job of doing that. That is a mentality, cultural thing that just has to be set during practice.
Best coming up with about 4 on that play. They're going to move that back a little bit, so it's not going to be, ooh, almost 2 yards. Rough spot there.
Not a generous spot. Not a generous spot. Bishops are 12 for 16 through the air today. Are down to their 5th quarterback, though.
Flood. Little toss.
Ball is out, but it does go out of bounds.
Just shy of a first down.
Hunter Callahan was in on that, as well as a few other Panthers.
Gonna be 3rd down and 1 shy of a first down on the 39-yard line.
Like Joshua Austin and flying around. They are flying to the football, Mike. It's 3rd and 1. It's going to be a big stand here.
Flood back. Pass over. Oh. Armstrong gathering that one up.
Looked like Ian Ashworth out there for the Panthers. Closed in strong on that one. Actually, excuse me, Avion Smith.
Wow. Flood calling his signals. Fake to Best, hits his man out.
Avion fights off of an immediate block right into the path of the Bishops here. You'll see Avion, he oh my goodness, sees it from a mile away, and that man is playing physical football right now.
I'll tell you, Cleve Adams has got to be pleased with the looks of this defense swarming.
That's right.
No lack of effort today, that's for sure.
No, and this is how you want to respond after a week one where you feel like you've got a good chance to come out week one and get a win. Doesn't happen, but you got to respond at home, and man, have they done so in a big way today.
Best getting brought down quickly.
Early on here today, wasn't a lot of folks here, had bad weather, but as the sun has come out, the stands have filled up. Ferrum had a promotion today of everybody gets in free. Come cheer on you Panthers. You see the student section down there. You've heard them cheering all day. They've got their D and their fence, and cameraman Jamie Singleton giving us a good shot there before we're back to the game. It's been a good crowd here today.
Absolutely. 3rd down and 12. Battling Bishops trying to get off of this double zeros. Looking for a place to run. Flood not able to hit his receiver. Throws that one out of bounds, basically. Be 4th down, 12.
Not much choice other than to bring the punt team out today. It's be their 7th punt of the day. They're averaging right at 40 yards per punt. The young man has been able to do a good job, even with a couple snaps that have been tough, but
Green back to punt. P.J. Brent back to receive.
booming punt.
Brent running backwards, catches it on a 10-yard line. Good block there, and they're going to call it in the back, and that was pretty obvious.
I was about to say that one might be too good, Mike, and it was. They were flying, putting their bodies out there for it, and that one cost him, and it's going to pin them back a little bit longer. 3 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the game.
It lengthens out this field.
This could be the last possession of the day. Both teams have 3 timeouts. I'm not sure we're going to get into that situation with it being 34-0, but I've seen crazier things.
Absolutely.
You're able to shop our selection of new apparel and fan gear, or visit us online at gear.ferrum.edu.
Run down of the stats for today. Rushing yards, Ferrum 155, Wesleyan 21 through the air. Ferrum leads that 203, Wesleyan 100. It's been all Ferrum Panthers here today.
Wyatt taking the snap, handing it off to, that's number 17 for the Panthers, John Davis.
Jaden Denmark brought Davis to the ground after the first down.
That play was good for a Panthers first down.
Manny Law Firm, 1st and 10. Hand off in the backfield. Nothing doing there.
Not much going there on that. Clock continues to run. We'll go through the scoring drives here real quick with 2 minutes to go. First score of the game was Braxton Hughes' pass to E.J. Bratcher for 62 yards and a touchdown. That was followed by a Seth Deaton field goal from 19. Third quarter, Braxton Hughes followed it up with a pass to Marquise Woodruff for 51 yards and a touchdown. Later in the third, Braxton again to Nathan Aguilar, 25-yard touchdown pass. There was a penalty at the end of that, unsportsmanlike conduct, but a lot of celebration there. Later on in the third quarter, 21 points scored for the Ferrum Panthers. Nathan Carr with a rush to the right-hand side, 5-yard touchdown. And then here in the fourth quarter, we just witnessed Seth Deaton with another field goal from 25 out and good. That brings us with a minute and a half left to go in the game, Mike. I think we'll see that clock continue to tick for a Ferrum Panther win here at home.
Panthers watching it, the play clock to tick down within under 6 seconds. Getting a gain of about 4 yards on that one. Brings up 4th down and 4. Ferrum College will be facing LaGrange at 12 noon is what we have for the scheduled starting time. But check your local listings to make sure of the time of start. As today we had to switch around a little starting. Worked out pretty good today.
Did work out all right today. We missed all the bad weather. There may be weather later here today. We're going to have a timeout here in Ferrum. Got to get the personnel in order.
Getting as many people snaps as they can get in on today. That's the first time out of the half, says our illustrious officials. They've done a great job today.
They've managed the ball game well. They've not made it about them, and they've called what they've had to call. And then some of this, they've called the obvious, and it's not turned into a holding every other play where they just interject themselves. So great job today, Mr. Official.
Deaton back out there to punt this one away. Oh, a high snap. Deaton doing a good job of getting that one away. Nice heads-up play out there.
He did look like he was touched by a Panther before he received the ball. Don't have any indication there from the official. May see it on the replay here.
Let's look at it and see.
He got up.
No, I didn't see him touch nobody.
Didn't see him touch a thing. Didn't see nothing. Not even a chicken chimichanga with cheese on top.
There you go. Panthers with 21 seconds left in this ball game.
Oh, they do give him the football.
And they don't. This defense has not let up, even though they're under 10 seconds to play in this ball game. The Panthers going to come out of today's game with a big win, 34-0. good to see a W go up on that scoreboard.
That's right. If you're Coach Adams, you've got to be pretty happy with how your team bounced back here today in a big way, 34-0. Got to give your young guys some confidence. Your new quarterback, you transfer, you got freshmen out there on the field. Today they were firing on all cylinders, and you've got to be excited headed into practice this week, getting ready for another ball game.
That's right. Go out and visit our sponsors this next week. Tell them you appreciate seeing these ball games on TV. And you've been watching Panther football right here on Cable 12.